team.
Yeah, he's already goosed. That's going to limit his aggressiveness, which is nice. I mean, that's on JW. I mean, Pistorons are going to be a little bit tamer in the plays he makes, but
Yeah, sure.
At the moment, this is very passive from Fnatic. Everyone far back, and that's not necessarily something new, except for this, except for Dennis getting aggressive.
Hello, Dennis looking for just a bit of information. He's going to get a whole lot more than he bargained for. His head is gone. JW's low as well towards Ivy, and that could increase pressure, but look at this. There is just silence. One kill, blood drawn, and NiP don't move a muscle.
This is so patient from NiP.
Like
now past a minute in 5-on-4 situation. They haven't given up anything. As well, JW is essentially the only defense ever towards Ivy, and he's only got 14 HP. Thankfully, it doesn't quite look like NiP's going to pressure it just yet, but now it's going to be a split to the outer bomb site. Bomb is out in the yard.
As is Get Right. He is just charging forwards, but Olof's going to behead him. Oh, and Crims as well. One bullet is all he needs, but JW sits in the corner. 14 points of health was all he needed, and Olof is the one to clean up the rest. Oh, that was cheeky. Just sitting there, lying in wait, biding his time. And that could be the round. It is indeed. Olof, some vintage Olof as we've been seeing throughout here in Kiev. That's 3 for him. Playing in slow motion. Now, Fnatic get to lose a single point of health, and that's going to be Crims. Whoa, just as the smoke dissipates, catches Get Right with the FAMAS, and that's going to be perfect. Now down to 3, and this is so tough for NiP now. Having to operate with a severe numbers disadvantage in Fnatic. Like, there's no weakness here. They have utility, they have numbers, and they've even got an AWP staring straight at you as JW is going to be on his way.
Yeah, this is going to be so tough. I mean, you can already see Fnatic has an idea this is coming in, but Molotov in hand, Flusher, that's a little bit bold, a little bit over-aggressive, and he's dropped. So the bomb plant is going to go down, and it's a post-plant, a 3-on-4 for NiP.
Not impossible. The time will be on their side as it continues to tick down. You can see courtesy of Starladder especially. Olof is going to be that first point of contact. Going to try and get as much information as he can, try and find that bomb planter, but Crims has done some work for him. Catches exist. That's important. And now Forest, he picked up that AWP, and he's probably regretting it now because he's going to have to try and defend this bomb with the Zoom banger. We can't find him in the smoke. One more chance. He's not going to get it. Whistles past the shoulder of Olof under the guise of the smoke, and that, my friends, is a 4th.
Yeah, too much to ask for, but also just a brilliant retake on Fnatic. One player's rotating over right now, but 2 players close to ladder. That's going to be a very dangerous flank and even follow-up flank. And Fnatic has this read that nothing is coming outside, so everyone's rotating over.
Now, Fnatic are going pretty chill with this. One person holding the site, and Archie, we'll talk about it later, because here come NiP, and Olof waves goodbye to Forest before anything else can start to form. Dragon's low as well, down to 35. He does manage to scavenge a rifle. That will make this hold slightly easier, and Exist does what he must, as does Freiburg. You can see now, progressing into Connector, that's going to really chop this defense, or retake rather, in half. JW tagged, not fragged yet, but looking to deliver the body bag from behind is Dennis. This could be 2, but Freiburg swift on the trigger. Now 2. Olof and JW make it just JW as Exist finds his second, and now JW's on the retreat. It looks like NiP, despite being held up initially, have finally found a way into that B-bomb site and held it. Sure, the bomb's gone down before, but this is the first round we're going to be seeing on the board for the Ninjas. I say that. JW, 6, 5. Okay, chill. Alex, put it away, put it away. Freiburg was
with one pick towards the outside. Generally, what NiP's thinking at the moment is that's going to take the first rotator away, and they've actually completely fooled Fnatic. Fnatic, it almost seems like it's decided to just gamble on that outer site. It's not going to work. They get back in time to at least make the retake possible. They can try and stop some of these players from getting in, pick 1 or 2 off.
So many nades rain down into the site at once, but look at Crims' solid control of the trigger, and it's going to be his teammate Flusher to finish the job. In stark contrast, Freiburg had to hit that shot. Olof on top of the train, so aggressive, and surely going to be paying a price for his positioning, but he doesn't. And now Freiburg is in trouble, gets hunted down by a ravenous Olofmeister, and now Draken is stuck between a rock and a hard place. And just the AWP to his name. He goes for an audacious no-scope on the ladder, sitting duck. And Dennis will be picking that one up.
Certainly opportunities for NiP to win
from over.
Well, it's going to come down to this duel. This is huge. This is where we've seen it go both ways. It's 1-for-1 between JW and Draken. And JW's going to love taking that fight. He's going to win it again. 2-to-1 now.
I guess you have to admire Draken's resilience in trying to take that fight, trying to break through. Although some call it resilience, some would call it stupidity. And oh, Olof challenged by 2 simultaneously and doesn't sweat. Just 2 quick frags for him. Yes, down to 30, but that is the end of the round for NiP.
That's just an Olofmeister sequence for him to win there, because it makes no sense how he wins that second fight. It's just somehow he does. Somehow he controls the spray. And JW, we know he likes his mid-round aggression. And Ivy, he's going to clean out Freiburg. This is looking deadly from Fnatic.
Stop sign in front of their face.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They haven't seen this kind of aggression yet. If they get caught off guard by it, the strategy's almost over before it even begins. And here's the peak. He's going to spray him down. They line up 2. Crims, that's masterful. And the round is over.
Crims, we were just talking about him, his positioning, anchoring bomb sites, and then he just goes and blows all of that out of the water. An aggressive push from Crims. And now look at this. Exist as T is mollying T main. That is right. This is the situation we're in. Draken is locked out of the site. Crims is holding the AWP away. It's essentially a 2v4 on the site. Fortunately, Exist is prowling. 2 now. JW down. And it's becoming slightly possible. Crims still low, holding a big shadow over this bomb site. Get Right has to be aware of multiple positions at once. Had he hit that, we had a chance. No, now Draken needs to punish Crims for his earlier damage, and damage was spectacular. 2 rounds back-to-back, he takes 3 kills.
That is so dirty. He stops everything they wanted to do. Still, NiP claw themselves back into this round. Dennis is going to be inside. He's got low HP, but Draken with the AWP, that's actually the best weapon that Dennis could be going against, and he might just win this by pure mobility. Draken's not checking it whatsoever. Dennis misses the shots, though. He
does have such little health. A pistol. 1 bullet from that would have put him down, but lack of communication. Everybody feared him in the server. Even maybe perhaps his own team. Here we go, though. The flashes are coming out. This is good control from NiP. They managed to get relatively far up. That bomb could go down, but they want fights first. They need to get a couple of bodies in the ground, and they've done so. What? 2 with a Molotov. Freiburg, of course, helped by Get Right. That's still not a kill, though. Chris is going to be hunting. The bomb does go down. Double peek from Fnatic. The remaining 2 are cut down to 1. Forest is going to finish the job. That was what they needed, and they do what they couldn't with weapons with just Tech 9s.
Yeah, and they need more of it, and the reason why maybe it works out is this is the typical, this is a trademark JW. One of the few operas who will even think about doing this.
And Freiburg seems to be prepared for it, but I mean, it's all VAK, and he missed the shot. Huge as he takes away a big investment from Fnatic and a player down. Ivy now looking all the more appealing for Freiburg, and NiP have actually changed their plans, but look who's waiting. It's Crims in Pop Dog. Get Right forced to just sit back and wait. A Molotov will extend that wait, and now Draken's trying to force Crims out. This is a bit of a mess. NiP, though, still back's turned. It's going to be Freiburg who's caught as Dennis does emerge from the smoke, and oh, such control as it's actually Flusher to catch him. And now Get Right, not a second chance. Flusher just shuts him down at range with the
that inner bomb site, and because they play it so passive as well, you can usually get a plant at the very least.
Well, let's see if they can do that. The nades will rain in from Fnatic, trying to get them low. And, well, Freiburg is so low, he's 6 feet under. Now Forest pushing forward. This needs to be 2, and it is. Beautiful provisions from Forest. Gets NiP into this round. They dig their teeth in. They'll dig their souls in to the ground. And now it's down to that UMP. JW perhaps regretting this now on the retake. Long-range fights, but just as I say that, Forest does go down. He did the necessary duty, though. Draken, just stay alive. Your life is more valuable than that frag, but no, JW's nade's going to land in his top pocket of his NiP Gaming jersey. Crims gets another. Oh, and this round, when you're 4-3 up, you've got SMGs retaking you, and you still can't do it. NiP are in serious trouble. Dennis is going to secure the round for them as the bomb defuse does come in, and that's 11. Beat him down. No, he manages to evade it while full flashed. Pure White on his screen. #FFFF. And now, backing away, it's going to be 2 for 2. Now, Get Right and Exist have a chance, but he's going to get caught with a Molotov, and a bullet does go straight into his calf as he tries to get behind the train. Goes hunting. I like the aggression, but that spurt of aggression is punished. It's the CZ, Flusher's signature. As now it's all on to Get Right. Yes, perhaps a bomb plant, but he has to hold this. He needs the 3rd. Yeah, and he's had a rough game so far. I mentioned a couple times, 0 kills just a couple rounds ago, but this would be a huge clutch to give his team any kind of window, any kind of chance into the second half. A cerebral player, profound clutches in the past, but this is so important.
I don't think Fnatic has no idea what bomb site it is. They do now, but I mean, JW is outside, and actually Flusher now has this angle. This is going to be dangerous. Knows exactly where Get Right is.
Such a good read. They've managed to force him out. Now he knows there's one on the site. He has to take this fight quickly. It's a good plan. Get Right needs this frag, needs it quickly. Unfortunately, the aim is not quite where it should be. Flusher's going to go hunting, and oh, it's going to be easy for him. AWP VAK, and Flusher gets another one, and yes, Get Right, I understand. His face says it all. I will not say another all off the tech and Kev. That's not what it's called, Alex, but I'm going to do it anyway. And still, that's going to be Exist. Getting 2 swift frags. That's a solid start. If ever they needed a pistol round, it would be this one.
Yeah, not only does
he... I want to call it a raid boss. What's the magical word now?
I think it is a raid boss.
I think, no, Henry has refused. He's calling it a Superman.
Oh, why not?
There you go. That's for you, Henry. And Olaf does use the Superman to some extent. It's just going to be Forest down.
I don't think Henry can talk about words we use in casting when Matt is calling things Jaden rounds.
I mean, it has been limited now to very specific instances where Matt gets to say that.
Well, either way, I mean, Exist with the 2 kills, those were huge, but obviously the map control that it affords allows them to just keep 4 players outside, and that is instantaneous. There's Dennis, still danger when he's got a pistol in his hands. Get Right, this is not a fun fight, but he's actually winning it. 24 HP for Flusher.
Flusher, mate, you need a pistol. It's called a pistol round for a reason. There it is. Finds one. But the bomb does go down, and so, oh dear, Dennis has got get right now as well. Surely not. Draken and Freiburg, it could very well just be Draken though, but Freiburg takes a fight with very low HP. He knows where they're coming from. Dennis, we know he's the master of the pistol rounds, but not today. Oh, I wiped the sweat from my brow. I don't want to know what they're
team mid, and they find 1 kill. So take map control when they lose some.
Freiburg and Forest separated by smoke. It's a romantic story that they're going to change right now. That's 1 down and another solid teamwork from the double Fs. And then JW and Flush are left to try and climb something back, claw their way back into this round, but looks like Freiburg's got other plans. It is then down to Flusher, and all eyes on him. That will be the 5th for NiP, and that's the start.
NiP has a great read.
A fantastic read, and it's going to be paying off. Let's see then. Eyes are on Draken at the moment. I'd rather see what's going on over on that inner side, because here comes the challenges, and Fnatic are winning every single one of them. Freiburg. Not even going to get a chance at that low health. Krims just walks out wide.
Now he is at the back of the bomb train with that AWP, so a missed shot is going to give the opportunity for them to wrap upon him. He needs to be accurate here.
His first shot is important. Evades the flash, and he can't hit it between the legs. But fortunately, Exist is present too. That is indeed a gift. But Fnatic have the numbers, and they have the bomb. They're going to shave 10 seconds off that clock now as it does go down. Fortunately, Forest keeps things level, and now he will just await his teammate. They're going to come in together. It's none other than Forest and Freiburg, veterans of this very game. They've been in situations like this before, but this one is incredibly important. The playoffs are starting to bloom for Fnatic. 14, this looks like 15 unless they can speed things up. 20 seconds, you can see it there. That's information gathered, but time still becoming a factor. Dennis, he just has to stay alive at this point. Here comes the hunt, that's 1. It's a 1 versus 1 Freiburg. He's just going to get played with. Flusher toying with his food. It's brutal. He needs to get it now, and Flusher will bring home 15. His 3rd in the round, and Fnatic, they are on the precipice. Going to be pincering in. Looks like the time's a little off. Kill, but that's information gathered. Huge from Freiburg. HE does make their job a little easier on this fight, and Crimson's going to finish the job he started with the Galil, and oh, it's looking like it's all over. Crims 2 with the Galil. What can you do, Draken? It's your time to shine, and shining bright he is. That's going to be, oh, not a 3rd, but he's still surviving, still fighting, and it's down to him. It will be Dennis to put the final nail of the NiP coffin. Fnatic are in the playoffs, and it is so justified, Jason.
Yeah.